Ladies and gentlemen, we are here today to review House of the Dragons Season 1. I loved it.
I love
Podcast over.
Yeah. Yep. The season finale was just this Sunday. It is
Electric.
now Wednesday, and I guess we haven't reviewed any of the season yet, so we'll do kind of a brief overview of the whole thing and wrap it up with the season finale.
But we're going to start with a couple of games to just get us warmed up to the House of the Dragon lifestyle. So, John, you have a game, right?
Yeah. So, definitely my biggest, I wouldn't say like problem as in I don't like this about Game of Thrones, but the hardest for me to pay attention to is the names.
Oh, it's so tough.
Yeah, I cannot get a hold. They'll be talking about
There's
something.
a lot of V's.
Yeah, so many V's, and I just can't follow along. So, Zach, I'm going to give you a character.
Shit.
Is it the
Why
same
is this
game?
on me?
Oh.
No.
Well, I mean, I couldn't think of the character and get the name
Okay,
and play
okay,
myself.
okay.
All right. So first, I was going to give you the name, but then I think that's too easy. Now that
You're going to give me the actor's name?
No, I'm going to give you what they do in the show.
Okay.
All right. So Rhaenyra's husband, the one that she marries first,
Something strong.
not even close.
Rhaenyra's husband that she married first. Hold up.
He swings the other way, and they both.
Oh, it's a Valerian.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know his first name.
All right. That is Laenor.
Laenor Valerian.
Laenor Valerian.
I was gonna say R.I.P. to him, but that dude survived.
Yeah.
Good for him.
All right. What is the sea snake's name? Laenor's
Something Valerian.
Several of the first ones are
Goodness
Valerian.
gracious, they're not even in it for that long.
The sea snake's important.
Raynor's probably in like 3 episodes. Sea Snake, I like him.
Laenor
He's
with
beast.
an L. Oh,
Yeah.
wow. You're going to be much worse at this game. Okay. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
Shit.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11,
No,
12,
no,
13.
no. Let's do like 5. Pick your top 5 because I'm gonna get them all wrong.
Well, I was going to say if we would make a bet on it. Like, I'd bet you $10 if you got...
No, it's interesting.
No, if you got like 5 out of 13.
Okay, I don't want to make that bet. There's no way I'm making 5 out of 13.
All right, I'll make it a little bit easier. All right, what is the freak's name? His nickname is Clubfoot.
I don't know him at all.
Oh.
Wait, Clubfoot? Like the younger brother who...
Clubfoot's the guy. He's the freak one. He had the younger brother of the guy of Strong. That's his last name.
Something strong.
Wow, all you know. Is
I know. You
Laris. Okay, you are just bad at
You're
this.
making me... I don't like this game at all.
I could have gone. You think you would have gone 0 for 13?
I think I would have gone 0 for 13.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, like, yeah.
Okay, I guess game over.
Unless you would have said Rhaenyra. I know Rhaenyra.
Oh, I'd only picked the hard ones, but I didn't even pick the 2 hard ones. They were all like...
Yeah, but that shit was ridiculous.
All right, what is Alicent's dad's name?
Something Hightower.
Oh my god, dude, you didn't know a single name.
I know. I'm good with faces. I'm not good with names.
I would have gotten a lot of these, but I think I could have done better than you.
All right, now here's my game, and it's a little bit more simplistic in nature. What house would you be a part of? Get your answer, and I already have my answer, but then we'll say it on 3.
Now, I'm going to be using Game of Thrones to come up with this answer, right?
All of it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just
Oh, yeah.
saying, like, that's where I know most of my house is from.
Well, you know most of the houses, even with this, you've seen
I
most
got
of
one
the
for me,
houses.
and I got one for you.
Oh, come on. All right, I'm going to say my answer, and then you're
For
going to
yourself?
douche. Yeah.
Okay. What would
One,
you be?
On 3. On 3.
All right, ready?
1, 2, 3. Stark. Yeah.
And you...
I'm not a Stark, bro. Come on. I'm such a Stark.
You are a Lannister.
Fuck you.
You totally
No,
are.
I'm not.
You keep your debts.
That's why?
I mean, you just got Lannister vibes about you.
Incest?
Not that hard. I mean, there.
Oh, how dare you, dude? How dare you say you're a Stark and I'm... What, you think I'm not as tough as you?
I would have been a Baratheon too.
Fuck! That's the same thing. All right. You
Okay, I had
can't...
another game.
Okay.
Is that the end of your game?
Yeah.
Okay, that was fun.
Yeah, I didn't expect to be disrespected so much, but
Oh,
yeah, that
man,
seemed
you know
like
this game is even harder than the last game.
What?
I was gonna give you
The dragon's name?
I was gonna give you a dragon name, and you were gonna tell me
No! What?
Could you not get any of them?
Vagar?
Who rides them?
I don't even know his name anymore.
Oh God,
Uh,
that was originally written
dude, your
by-
games are way too difficult.
I thought you paid attention.
All right, let's do the draft.
Oh, best moments. Do you want to go
Best
first or
moments,
second?
best people. I'm going first.
Oh, okay. Take the easy one off the board.
But don't look at my shit.
Wait. You didn't say best people draft.
Wait, you didn't have any people in it? Mine are mainly people.
So you just have person best. I have best moments.
Oh, no. Did I say moments?
That's what I assumed you meant.
I did not. I meant people.
Oh, I can do that too. But
Okay. Do best people.
man, you should have done moments.
Nah. We can do that next time. I got people on here, bro. I got people and dragons.
Oh, okay. Well then you. Okay. Well I'll have to rip this
Off the
top.
rip? Oh, this is going to be tough. All right, let the record be known that he's going off the rip.
All right.
With my number one pick, I'm picking Viserys.
The king. Mm-hmm. That's your number one.
I love him, bro.
Oh my God.
He was a ride or die for his daughter. There's nothing about him that I didn't like. Viserys,
What about
number
episode
one.
one? Episode one, he comes out swinging like he's gonna be a douche. For one,
But he wasn't.
that's
And I
not
mean,
like-
when you're in an ailment, I guess that makes sense. All right, we gotta go
no.
faster because I want to clip this.
But you don't know what I'm. Oh,
Who's your number one?
I'll go with Vagar.
Vagar, the
The
dragon.
dragon.
Poof.
That's an easy number one.
With an even easier number two pick, I'm picking Daemon.
He's great. I would have had him as your number one.
Well, I got him in number two, a steal.
Okay, I will go. Rhaenyra.
Okay, you stole my number three. I said young Rhaenyra.
Oh,
I
she's much
even liked.
better. She's
I
much
know,
better.
but I even liked.
I
I wasn't bothered.
If you were gonna make me pick one, I would have gone young Rhaenyra.
Yeah. Okay.
'Cause
Here's
she's
my
way
number
better.
4. William Blackwood.
I don't know who that is.
I know. Okay. Here's who William Blackwood was. He was going for young Rhaenyra's hand, and then some older chotch was like, "Oh, look at this little boy," and then he killed that dude. You remember that?
No.
He was on it was in the Baratheons' place, and they were all trying to marry her, and she was like, "No, no, no." And then the little kid showed up, and then they pulled swords, and then by the end of it, the little kid killed the grown man. So
I forgot
he's my
about
number 4. I love that kid.
Okay. So I got no.
This
That
is
must have
your
been your number three.
Number 3. Yeah, you took my number.
I
4.
got Vagar, Rhaenyra. I'm. Oof. This is a torn. Oh, I'll go with the sea snake.
Sea Snake, I like him.
I like the Sea Snake.
Yeah, he's beast.
He's beast.
And in the last episode, he really pulled up for Rhaenyra. He
Oh,
was
yeah.
like, "No, that ain't happening."
Yeah.
All right, so number 3, that was a respectable number 3
Ooh,
guess.
I gotta go to the next one.
Okay. I hope I don't take it. With number 4, Allison Hightower.
Not even close.
You didn't let me finish. Allison Hightower's feet.
You're like, what's the guy's name? I just had it. You're the strong guy.
Oh, the Harwin Strong.
Harwin's
Strong.
the guy who bangs her. That's not the freak.
Yeah, he's my number 7.
That's not mine. My next one. So I got Vagar, Rhaenyra, Sea Snake, and I will take Aemon Targaryen. Eye patch.
Eye patch. I mean, he's
He just has got creepy
he's
vibes.
dope.
He always looks like he's gonna be doing something beast. I like him.
All right. You've taken a lot of mine.
Ooh, I got a good last one.
All right. With my 5th pick, I'm picking Silverwing. Now, Silverwing
That's a dragon.
is the dragon at the end that Damon pulls up on. Now, we
He didn't
don't
pull
know.
up on him yet.
Yeah, he did.
I don't think so. I think he just sung to him and it was like he's about to get him.
Yeah, he pulled up on him.
All right.
So he pulls up on this guy, and I'm pretty sure that's like the number 2 dragon. So, I mean, I couldn't get Vhagar, so I'm going Silverwing.
All right, and with my last pick, I will go with the Crab King. Feeds dudes to crabs.
That dude, I mean, how can you not like him?
Yeah, I love the Crab King. He was beast. I mean, he was kind of random, but he was beast.
All right, so that was my game.
Damn, dude, you should have done moments. It's so much better.
I know, but it's tough to think about.
Let's just do top. You just do your top 5 moments. I'll let you go first. What's the best moment?
Allison Hightower's feet. I don't know. Damn, I haven't really thought about this.
Man.
Best moment of all time is King Viserys pulling up to the throne. Number 1.
When he's old?
Yeah.
That was a great moment.
Mm-hmm.
That made, that was my number 9.
What? Oh, no, bro. That's like the best moment in the
You
whole
want me to
thing.
swing through the moments?
Go for it.
All right, number 1. Vhagar and Aemon kill Lucerys. Very end. It's the season finale.
You like that the best?
I mean,
it
as
was
far as
good.
great moments,
Jeez
dude, a
Louise.
giant dragon ate another
Murder.
dragon, just creamed him.
Yeah, only wings left.
All right, number 2. Rhaenys dragon escape.
That was Beast when she broke through the ground.
Yeah, she
she
broke
should have
through.
torched that whole family.
Or maybe we should just talk about my beast moments when we're running through the show.
Okay.
All right, let's run through episode 1.
All right. You're up.
Okay, so this is what my problem with Viserys was. He douched his wife harder than anyone ever.
Oh, I mean, he full muck ducked that girl.
Yeah, and that's your number 1.
Well, it's my number 1 because he was a ride or die for Rhaenyra until the day he died.
He was cold towards her at the beginning. She didn't even know he like loved her. And then he said, "Hey,
It's not about how you start a journey. It's about how you end a journey.
is it a son? It might be."
And listen, people get a lot nicer on their deathbed.
Even Daemon didn't do that.
And
to
he was on his
wife.
deathbed for like 10 years. You know when he was super sick and he fell over before the time skip? Mm-hmm. And then Buddy pulled up after the time skip, and I was like,
was
this
pulling
guy
up for
is
too
still
long.
He's still hanging
Yeah.
on.
Yeah.
But that's when I liked him the most.
Ugh. So, okay, episode 1, basically, he just can't have a son. He has one. Daemon fights Kristen Cole, who turned out to be a huge charge.
Oh,
I like
that's
that
my
guy.
least favorite character.
I
in the whole
liked him
entire-
at the beginning, and then he became so
Oh,
puss whipped.
I was thinking the same thing, bro.
that
I
he
just didn't
hated
know
her.
if I should
And
say
then he was
it.
like, "Oh, I guess I'll go on the queen side, and just have a
Oh
vendetta."
yeah, like I'm supposed to. You're in the Night's Watch, bro. You think you deserve Princess Rhaenyra,
She also got you there.
the baddest of baddies?
You were
Yeah.
a damn peasant,
And then
she
you
got
sell
you.
out like that.
That
You
was
loser.
ridiculous, Yeah. So, and then Damon comes to town and he runs through the village and like creams all the bad people.
Yeah. They weren't even bad people. Bro.
No, he was like Robert cut his hand.
Yeah,
off.
they literally said raper and they cut a
That
dude's.
part was cringeworthy.
I know.
I wrote stab in the dick. Gross.
I
mean,
know.
he was like, ugh. I was like, oh my god.
Raper!
Yeah.
And it was like, no.
And they're like,
I
"Man,
promise I'm not.
This Damon guy means business."
Yeah.
So then Otto Hightower hates him. But you're like, I kind of like this Damon
Oh,
guy. I mean,
I
he seems
live
like
for
he's going to be
Daemon.
bad, but he wants the throne. I like.
Okay.
All right. Then, so no one talked about this. I thought that this was going to be a thing, but I haven't heard this take from anyone else. Did you think that, like, episode 1, episode 2, that Rhaenyra and Alicent
Oh,
were
there's
lesbians?
lesbian vibes throughout. In the book, people say that it's more lesbianic.
Okay, because they seemed like they were going to be lesbians, and then all of a sudden they're like...
You know, they had a duty to the throne.
Yeah, so...
It's also,
But Rhaenyra didn't seem like a lesbian at all soon after that. She started hoeing around pretty quick.
yeah, she did.
Yeah, so, I don't know. It seemed like they were going to be lesbians, and they threw that out the window. Oh, and then you know what was classic? Was when the Sea Snake and Rhaenys were like, how about you marry our daughter? And then you see him walking with her, and she's like 4 years old.
Who? Oh, yeah, it was gross, bro.
When he was like, all right, let me see her. And then they go
Was
on
that
a walk,
for
and it was
Damon?
like,
Oh, no, they're
whoa.
talking to Viserys.
Yeah, because the queen died.
And he's like, even like,
Even
and
in
there's,
Game of Thrones,
I
there's
know.
like,
He's
this
like,
is
oh,
messed
this
up.
is weird.
Yeah. So then he gets with Alicent. I think that's like the end of episode 2.
Oh yeah, Allison. I mean, the whole Hightower bunch is just corrupt. Mm-hmm. I mean, they're just looking for the gains, bro.
I know
which I
don't
respect.
like it all either.
Huh?
Oh,
I think he should die in a hellstorm of fire.
yeah, that sounds about right.
And he's just about the worst.
So then,
Besides Sir Kristen, he's absolutely
Kristen is
the worst.
the worst. He sucks, and I liked him at the beginning. In the next episode, episode 3, is when there's like this big celebration. Everyone's trying to I think they skipped a few years. They had a couple sons, like the king and queen.
Yeah.
And then there's like that big celebration, and like Rhaenyra's pissed off, and she goes and kills that boar. You know, Rhaenyra like leaves, and they're fighting that like white deer. They're trying to hunt the white deer. This is a whole episode, and people are like trying to marry her.
I don't remember her killing a boar. I remember
she went off with Kristen Cole, and they get like attacked at night, and she kills the boar, and she goes absolutely ape. And they actually see the deer that they're hunting. What she really What she really needed to do was kill the deer and come back and be like, "Look what I got."
Yeah, I got it.
I get it. It was too majestic.
Oh, but they were like, "Oh, it's too beautiful to kill."
Yeah, and she really needed to kill it, and then be like, "You guys were doubting."
This is who I am.
Yeah, I'm a freaking stud. The king couldn't even do this. So that was kind of a filler episode, I guess.
Well, every time the king goes out to hunt, it's always like, "Oh, we'll kill it for you," and then you can just take credit. Which I'm like, "Come on." If I was king, I would be like,
they always like
either I killed this deer or I'm not taking credit. And that's the Stark in me. I ain't no Lannister.
Man. All right. So then the next episode is when Rhaenyra so the sea snake's pissed off at the king because he wants to marry the little girl, and so he goes back to his town, and then they fly in, and they marry Rhaenyra to the sea snake's son, Laenor.
Gaynor.
Yeah, and they're like, now she's like, you can do what you want.
Oh, the parents knew too. Yeah, that was a cool deal.
Yeah.
Until Laenor was just hoeing around a little bit too much, and then they were like, "Where's Laenor?" And then everybody was like, "Probably with the jester." So I mean, Laenor needed to chill out a little bit. Mm-hmm. But they saved his life, which was cool. I mean. Dude buzzed his head.
I didn't see that coming. I was like, damn, they're going to kill this guy.
They really killed that guy.
And then Daemon didn't actually kill him. Daemon's actually much nicer than
Daemon's a great guy.
Like, he wouldn't even do what Viserys did to his wife when she was looking like she wasn't going to have the baby. They're like, we can get the baby out. And he's like, nah. Yeah. Let her live. And then she goes and gets herself...
Dracarys!
Her Kappa decayed.
I know, and then just... Not Aegon, the other kid. Eye patch. Yeah. Aemon just jugs a dragon.
That was one of my best scenes too.
And then they're like, "Yo, you just stole my mom's dragon. That was supposed to be my dragon." And he was like, "I didn't see your name on it." And then all of a sudden, we got a full-out brawl and somebody loses an eye.
That kid was a loser too until he got the dragon.
No, I think he was beast. He was just building up. He was pimping up all this. He was just building up all this hateful energy.
He seemed like he stunk at fighting. He was just kind of a loser, and now he's got an eye patch and he's cool.
Yeah, he's so beast now. I didn't like him, but by the end of it, I was like, "You're kind of a jerk."
When he got older, though, he looked like way older than everyone.
Oh yeah, I heard complaints about that. He's like 22 looking.
He looks old.
He's supposed to be like 16.
Okay, so then we're getting into the heart of it. Then
I gotta pee so bad.
Can you pause it or something? I mean, you do this every damn episode.
I know. I don't know what.
Oh my god, you're driving me nuts. This guy sucks. Oh god. And he said top 5 things. He ruined that part. Motherfucker, dude.
I'm just so hydrated these days.
You gotta get better.
Huh?
Also, I checked your text. Top 5 things, all of HOD.
I meant things as in people, person,
the
place.
The things would have been way better.
I didn't say moments, I said things.
Alright, so now we're on like episode 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is when Rhaenyra actually gets married to her cousin, the gay one, and Alicent shows up in her green dress, and I had no idea what that meant. They're like, "Oh, what a scene!"
Oh, green means war.
That's her family's banner color was green.
Oh, but Little Toe or Bigfoot, I mean, that douche who was Littlefinger 200 years in the past, burned his whole family to dust.
That is like later.
That's way before.
No, because she hasn't even had kids yet. She gets married when she's young.
True.
Yeah, so now Daemon kills his wife.
Oh, that was douche.
Oh my god, that was the douchest thing he did. He just like rides up. First, he called her ugly. He's like, I don't want to go back there. She's hideous.
Oh, that was like the first episode.
Yeah.
He was like,
They're
nah.
go back and sleep with your wife. He's like, no thanks.
How about my niece?
So Daemon kills his wife.
Jerk move.
And then they don't really talk about this, but at the wedding, Christian Cole's so pissed off at that guy, and he kills that dude.
I know, punches his face in.
And then they were just like, all this
Okay,
forgiven.
no. I think it was like, because he was about to commit Simboku.
What does that mean?
Harikiri. Simboku.
I don't know what that means.
It's the Japanese tradition where you dishonor yourself and
How
you
the
stab
hell did you
yourself.
think I knew what that meant?
I don't know. It's a common thing. I think anybody who is anybody knows what that means.
Who was going to stab himself?
Sir Kristen.
Oh, and then the queen stopped him.
Yeah, and she was like, "How about you just work for me?"
So, but I don't know why he didn't get in any trouble.
I mean, it was different
They
times.
even asked him, like, why'd you kill that guy?
Well, the dude was asking for it. He was
mean-
asking for it at the start, and then it was like Sir Kristen just like he was boiling in his own thoughts. And then like everybody was just dancing, and he was like, I don't like that guy's dancing. And then he beat the living heck out of him.
Yeah.
Punched his face in.
It didn't make any sense.
And then that was when you like, not that there's anything wrong with this, but that's when like people should have known that the other son, the Valerian son, was gay.
How would they have known?
Because he was like all over the body and like bawling, you know? Like he just lost a loved
Well, I
one,
think they
which
thought
he
they were
just
best
did.
buds.
I guess I would do that for my best bud.
So
Oh man, this guy just lost his best friend.
then they die. He dies.
Who kiss each other.
They get him off the dance floor, and then they get married with no one there. And then the next episode is when everyone gets old. Which is, I mean, I was bitching about it a lot before.
Rhaenyra.
So what? Yeah, I didn't like her at first. She's
Allison.
okay.
Oh, she's dope.
You like the new one?
I mean, I like her. I mean, she pulled a baby out of her womb by herself.
There are
I mean,
so many births in this show.
oh man, it's crazy, and they get hella graphic. Like the first one when they cut that lady's stomach open, I'm
was
like,
intense. I was like,
relax.
"Ugh."
Yeah, I'm like, come on.
There's way less sex than Game of Thrones and way more grody baby happening.
Broody.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's all babies, and I'm pretty sure like Rhaenyra has like 10 kids.
It seems like it at this point.
Yeah, I mean, she is.
They're both just spitting them out.
she's
They're
an
trying
absolute
to make a damn
machine.
army over here.
Yeah, but Rhaenyra's doing better. Oh, you know what's something we should talk about is Alicent's daughter.
She's freak.
No, but she like, have you heard what she says?
She said she like.
She was
tells
like,
the
"There's a
future.
beast under the ground," and then
Oh, she's talking
the
about the
lady pulled
dragon.
up with the dragon, broke through the ground. Everything she said has come true, and then she said something about like the brother with the eye patch, and see, I'm not good with names, and that shit came true.
What'd she say about him?
I don't know. She's like a dream walker or like a black raven or something.
Well, if you would have known the names of the dragons, hers is actually called
Dream walker.
Dreamfire.
Yeah, see, she knows dreams, bro.
Helenus.
But Rhaenyra and Daemon's great grandson. Mm-hmm. Guess who it is?
Joffrey.
The Raven.
The Raven. Oh,
You know the
Rhaenyra
dude that was
and
stuck in
Daemon's-
the tree?
Yeah.
Yeah. And
How
apparently
do you
his
find
story
that
is
out?
super dope. TikTok.
Oh, so I don't know what happens at the end of this series.
What do you mean?
Do you know?
I know. I've heard some spoilers from like.
Well, Taylor's like they say it 16 times in Game of Thrones.
Yeah. Like
And I'm
Joffrey
like, I don't
says.
know.
I don't want to know, but like Joffrey said some things and was like, Rhaenyra Targaryen is buried under this very crypt. She was, and I'm not going to fill it in because I don't want to spoil it for you.
Gee, I think you just did. It sounds like she was beheaded
died.
by.
No, she wasn't beheaded. She dies in a completely different way.
I think that she loses now.
I think she loses too.
Yeah, I mean, you just told me.
I mean, she could. I mean,
A second
200
ago,
years later, she's buried.
A second ago, I didn't know how this thing ended.
And she could still win. Damon could win. I mean, Damon's practically king incarnate. Like, it's not like, I mean, Damon said, like, they heard that there was a ship off of the northern bow, and Damon, like, got the troops and swarmed them. It wasn't like Rhaenyra made that decision. So Damon could still carry on, but I'm just saying, Rhaenyra died by the time Joffrey was around, 300 years later. Sorry for spoiling that for you, John. It's called life.
I think that Aemon kills her now. Okay. Anyways, everyone gets
I don't
older.
think Aemon kills him.
And some people, like, I was a little bit annoyed because I liked Rhaenyra, but then I'm like, whatever. But then they aged everyone so poorly. So, like, she probably got, like, she looks 15 years older.
For sure.
Kristen Cole didn't age a day. Damon didn't age a day.
True.
The king aged 50 years.
True. He had leprosy or
The
something.
queen was probably right on target.
Oh, Allison. I mean, they could
Yeah.
not have done better
Yeah,
with
they
her.
nailed her.
Yeah.
I mean, the queen, Rhaenyra looks like Rhaenyra, but there just was some,
Worse version.
yeah.
I mean, the young Rhaenyra, and I'm not saying anything wrong with old Rhaenyra, but young Rhaenyra is like one of the most beautiful girls I've ever seen in my life. And then you got
Someone who's just kind of a dud.
a dud.
Yeah, she just looks like a plain Jane, and Rhaenyra Jr. looked like, wow, I've never seen a girl that looked
Oh
like
my
that.
God.
She's very unique looking.
And
So is
she's
the other
22 years old.
But
Don't
the other
worry,
one
I
doesn't
looked
have
it up.
eyebrows. Rhaenyra Sr.,
She doesn't have eyebrows?
it seems like.
Oh, and then Rhaenyra's just got, I mean, I'm looking at it right now. Just absolute.
But they were just all over the map with the aging. And then later, when they age the kids again, the Eye Patch Kid is like 25 and his cousins are like 13. You're
And
like,
he looks way
"Don't
older than
fight."
his older brother.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
He does. Like, at first, Aegon looked pretty cool, the older brother. And Aemon looked like a dork. And then he gets, like, older and beast.
Switch swap.
Yeah.
I lived for Aegon.
Oh, yeah. He's
And-
such, like, a...
I don't want to be here. No, but also, you could see in his eyes when he took the throne. I think he's going to flip a switch.
Oh, yeah. He got juiced when they were, like...
When they started
gas
bowing,
him
and he
up.
was like, "Oh, so this is the power I have
He's
now."
like,
He was
wow,
like,
people like me now.
"Yeah." He was like, "Okay, I'm ready for this."
Yeah.
So I think
agree.
he's gonna do something not special. I think I'm gonna hate him by the end, but he's gonna do something.
And then Rhaenyra's kids are like so obviously that.
Oh
dude's
no,
kid.
but I heard.
I would say
Okay,
like
maybe
blonde
not
hair at
them.
the very least.
Okay, so the Valerian.
Mm-hmm.
What are the two names?
Valerian and the kids' names.
No, what are the two house names? Valerian and
Targaryen.
Targaryen.
Yeah.
Okay, so the Valerian, I don't know, I keep thinking of the Valerians and not the Targaryens. But anyway, so the Valerians in the books are white. So there wasn't like as much of like a...
That kid's really, really white. That's definitely not his kid.
Yeah, so I mean, like in the books, it wasn't like, there wasn't just such
Spit
a
it out.
distinct... there wasn't such a distinct, like, those are definitely not her kids.
Yeah.
So in the books, it's different, but in the
Show,
it's like,
maybe,
okay,
yeah,
well,
it's like-
we all know that's not
Yeah.
her kids.
They don't have blonde hair. And
Yeah.
both the mom and dad have blonde
Oh, we gotta talk about the dinner.
We're getting there.
Okay.
So, and then this is when that girl killed herself by her dragon.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
She was like, "Oh, I'm gonna lose my baby. I might as well just kill myself and the baby." Like, is that the best option?
Yeah. Then, yeah, Viserys tells Rhaenyra about like the Song of Ice and Fire, which is basically Game of Thrones.
That was-
the whole show.
Was that the same episode?
I mean, it happens, and then then it gets to the dinner, and then he tells his Alicent, and it ruins the whole thing.
Yeah.
So, the dinner was beast though too.
Yeah.
Because I mean that's when he shows his face and he looks.
Oh,
like,
the lost eye,
yeah. I mean, my God,
just decaying while alive. It was legendary.
his whole face was just melting off.
Ugh. Ugh.
And then they were all getting along, and then he calls Alicent into his room, but he thinks it's Rhaenyra, and then he tells her
I want Aegon.
about the Song of Ice and Fire, and he thinks he's talking about old Aegon, and she thinks he's talking about her Aegon.
I thought he was talking about Rhaenyra's youngest son, Aegon.
No, so when Alicent comes to his bed when he's dying,
Yeah.
he's like,
I want Aegon to be king.
no, that's not what he says.
Oh.
He's talking about the vision he told Rhaenyra about the Song of Ice and Fire, and she's like, asked him if he believed in it, and he's like, I do believe in it. I believe Aegon's vision. And he's talking about Aegon the Conqueror, who came up with the Song of Ice and Fire. And Alicent took it as in he wanted Aegon to rule, which is not what he meant.
She was picking at straws there, but
Yeah.
I mean they were gonna do anything to put Aegon on that throne.
So that's what happened there.
And then the cousin, the girl, the Forgotten Queen, whatever her name was, she was like, "Have you never thought of being on the throne yourself?"
Do you think that's going to come into play?
Maybe.
Rhaenys.
Yeah.
She turned out to be beast.
I liked her. The second she broke through that,
She was
started
pretty
killing all the
boring
civilians.
whole time.
Oh yeah.
But then, why did she blow all their heads clean off?
Huh?
She should. Well, she said.
Well, then that would have ended at season
Yeah,
1.
But she gets this dragon. They're all like, "Uh-oh."
I think it was just like she pulled up, showed, and then she was like, "I just picked my side, biatch," and then just bailed.
Why were they also closing them in? Why were they like closing the doors when the dragon came out? I was like, the king and everyone's in there, and y'all are closing everyone in.
They closed the doors?
Everyone's like trying to get out, and the guards are like
Nuh-uh.
closing the dragon. I'm like, well, dragon can fly right
Well,
out.
yeah,
You
dragon's
know,
gonna break through that wall.
I was very confused by why they were doing that.
No, it doesn't make a lot of sense.
Yeah,
But that spot was in the Game of Thrones show, and it's just rubble. You know when they all pull up at the end, and it's like,
really?
Yeah, that's that spot.
I didn't know that was in there. I did. Wow, interesting.
It's like they pull up and they walk out of this like little like stairway, and then they pull up on this like sandy area, and it's just like destroyed all around.
From that?
Yeah. No, not from that. From something coming.
Oh.
Because she didn't destroy it nearly as much
No,
as.
that's what I was saying.
Yeah. So there's about to be hellfire. But yeah.
And then, okay, then at the end, we've already talked about this a little bit, when her little son, Rhaenyra's tiny son, takes his dragon to the Baratheons, trying to get him on his side. Well, he pulls up, and he sees Aemon's
I would have bailed
dragon's
right
ass.
then.
Well, he should have hopped his ass right back
I
on
mean,
it.
the dragon was bigger than the castle.
Yes. I mean, I don't know what he was thinking.
This is the dragon. Just peeking over the castle. I was like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, the dragon was absolutely huge, and he goes in there anyway. And
I would have been like, okay, well, this guy hates me. I cut his eyeball out. I'm going to dip and tell my mom that.
Which one cut the eyeball out? Him or the
It
other
was
one?
him.
All right.
Yeah. It was the youngest brother, Luke.
So he cuts the eyebrow out.
Oh, and then the little game of tag the dragons were playing until it just turned violent. Ugh.
Why did the little dragon blow fire in his face?
Because it was scared.
He escaped.
He said, stop, stop, and then he blew fire in his face. Oh, bro, once they got in that little cavern, I was like, oh, I would have escaped.
Oh yeah, I was like, just hold on.
Oh,
to the
just
wall.
do a little bob and weave, hide, hang onto the wall.
Flip it back around.
And then, yeah, just do a little bob and weave.
Yeah,
Hang
it's
onto
like
the wall,
when
leave.
a cop is chasing a motorcycle, turn that bitch around.
Yeah, they
You
can't
know?
catch you. Being on a motorcycle in a cop chase, easy.
So that was basically the show. Let me run through some of the top moments that we might have missed.
All right.
All right. We just talked about Vhagar and Aemon killing Lucerys.
Legendary.
What'd you call him, Luke?
Yeah, they call him Luke.
The older brother's name's Jacaerys.
I think they call him Drake.
I mean,
No, they
that's a
don't.
risky name in the realm.
True.
His
Hey,
name-
Dracarys.
Yeah. She calls him Jace.
Jace.
Yeah.
Is this full
Oh
name
man, you know
Dracarys?
what we didn't talk about? This is my top 3 best moment. The beheading of the sea snake's brother.
Oh, I mean, he deserved it.
His tongue was out of
They
his mouth.
are bastards!
And then he slices his head clean off.
And then Damon said, he can keep his tongue.
Yep.
That shit was cool.
Um,
Even his brother was like, why the heck did he say that?
yeah. I think that Aemon claiming Vhagar was one of the best moments too.
Oh, it was legendary.
I mean,
I was
world's
like,
biggest dragon.
from episode 4 onward, I really did like Aemon.
Yeah, he turned beast.
Yeah, but it was like, then he killed Luke, and I was like, come on, man.
Yeah,
But he
Well, it
was even
action.
like,
oh yeah, he knows he effed up.
he was like, dude, you just started a war.
Yeah, he screwed up big time. And did you know that Vagar was Aegon the Conqueror's dragon?
Oh, yeah.
I
He's been
learned-
around for
yeah.
hundreds of years. I didn't know that, but that's a good fun
Yeah,
fact.
I just learned that when I'm doing some little research. So that's the one he used.
And
to
that's
be
a
beast.
war dragon.
He's the biggest there is.
That's why you shoot fire in his face. He's going to eat you in one bite.
Damon's like, we got more dragons than them. That dragon is worth. I mean, the one he ate, he's worth 10 of those dragons.
He could eat like all the bastards dragons.
Oh my god!
In one foul swoop.
Yeah, I mean, he just chomped that thing, and a kid,
I mean, that dragon is,
just a beast.
it's got like giganticism or something.
Oh, young Rhaenyra flying into Dragonstone to take the egg.
That
from
was
Daemon.
beast. And then I like the little like the crossover they did.
What was that?
Well, because when Otto pulls up, she lands in the same spot.
Whenever she landed back there on a dragon and was like,
She should have scorched Otto into the earth.
Yeah, I don't
he
know.
should have been sand.
yeah, she should have creamed them all. I don't know why you.
I wouldn't even gotten off the dragon. I would have said Dracarys and then been like, okay, war just started.
Yeah.
But maybe that's why I'm not a king. And also because we have a democracy.
Oh, also,
Stupid democracy.
So at the beginning, Daemon gets banned from the kingdom because he said to the prince for a day or whatever like that was in the whorehouse, and it got around,
Yeah.
you know, or the heir for a day or something.
Oh, yeah.
So, and then the king
Because
hates him.
the son died.
Yeah.
King for a day.
Yeah, king for a day. So then the king was pissed, so he sent him off, and he goes to Dragonstone, and they're fighting the Crab King for like a long time, and then word gets around.
Oh,
that
Daemon bodies him.
dude,
Oh,
he
he
so
just
mean.
he just pulled out of like a barrel and was like, okay, I got this.
But even before that, when the guy delivers the message, he beats that guy. So the king's like, I'm gonna come. Like, you're not getting it done. Let's go ahead and just like come back or whatever. And then,
I think the king was like, do you need aid? And he was like, I don't need
oh
aid.
yeah, he was gonna give him aid. So he was pissed, and he just beat up the messenger.
Yeah, and then
Your name
goes
is
and
Paul.
kills everyone in the Crab King's army.
Yeah,
Kills the Crab King, and it was like, do you think I needed aid?
he cut him in half.
Yeah,
It was beast.
you know the Crab King had Greystone.
What? Oh,
The same thing that little girl had, and they torched
that's
her
not
by
what
the
that's
stake.
called, is it?
Thought I was.
He was on Dragonstone, and he had something. I don't think that's what it's called.
Greystone.
I don't think so. Oh yeah, I put the king showing up to the final meeting when they're all about to beat
Oh,
Rhaenyra,
that was the most
And then
pimp.
he walks in for 10 minutes,
And he
then
said
he's
to
like-
Otto, he said, I'll take the Iron Throne today.
So did he get like sick just from pricking his finger that one time?
Yeah, I think that's what started it.
Okay.
And then you got like skin disease, and then it turned into like leprosy, and then it turned into lost eye disease.
I thought he might have had like some back sores like episode 1 before he pricked his finger.
I don't know. I think it started with the pricking of the
Pricking
finger.
of the finger. Wow.
Which
Yeah.
means he wasn't like in the stories of old.
Uh-huh.
If you're not alert enough to sit on the Iron Throne without cutting yourself, then you're not meant to be king.
That's what they say.
Yeah, but I think that guy was a good king. He's my
Yeah.
number one.
He was a nice king.
He just didn't want war, and he wanted his family to be happy.
That
Anything
Lyra's feet get off was just so weird.
Oh, it was the weirdest thing ever, and I didn't know what was going on at the time until I went on TikTok, and I was like, does Allison know that this dude's like cranking his yank right behind her?
She turned around on purpose.
I know, but she was
and she
and then
propped
she
him
propped
up.
him up, and he was just like, "Give me them toes."
You like Allison. You put her in your top 5.
I put her toes in my top 5.
Whatever happened to the William Blackwood kid?
He's just out there,
Oh, okay.
but he killed that guy, and it was so beast.
What were they fighting for?
Her.
Then why
No,
did he
no,
win?
because like he was like, Princess Rhaenyra, if you take my hand, I swear that I will be a just king, and I will love you for all my days. And then it was like he's like 14, and they're like 25, and this 25-year-old's like, Look at this little twerp. Look at this little twerp trying to get on. You couldn't even protect a sheep. And then the kid's like, and then the guy's like, and then the kid kills the guy. And I was like, that's legendary.
He should have been able to marry her then.
I know. I would have been fine with that. I mean, William Blackwood.
You had
Shout out to you,
Harwin
bro.
Strong pretty high on your list too.
He's number 7.
What do you like about him?
He was a good guy. He was a good dad. I guess a lot of my list is based off of good dads.
I mean, he was like hardly in it.
I know, but he was a really good guy. He protected his sons.
You even put the sea snake's name on your list.
I know. He was beast.
I know, but I'm
Good
saying
dad.
when I asked you the sea snake's actual name, you couldn't get it.
If I would have read it, I would have gotten it. I mean, I just read his name and I almost forgot it.
How many dragons do you think you could name?
Silverwing, Vagar, Silkback, Dreammaker, the Pink Dread. Do you know who the Pink Dread was?
I actually have. You said that Silverwing's the one that he got on. I have that was actually Vermithor.
I thought it was Silverwing, the one that Damon pulled up on the end.
I read on this.
It's Vermithor. It could have been.
Silverwing is one of the neutral ones as well, though.
Ah.
But I heard it was Vermithor.
But, do you know who the Pink Dread is?
They're not a dragon.
What is it?
It's a sea dragon.
It's a pig.
Who is that?
They're like, okay. Just the start of his Vagar, whatever his name is. Shit. They said, we actually have a dragon for you, bro. And this is like the first time the Strong Boys and Eamon get together and they're all laughing at him. Mm-hmm. And they're like, it's the Pink Dread. And they're like, careful, the first ride is always the roughest. And it's just a big old pig. The biggest pig I've ever seen in my life. Except for Akcha, which Sean loves that movie.
Octo's classic.
No, it wasn't classic. That shit was sad.
Classically sad. I just remember liking Akcha. I thought the pig was cute.
It was not cute.
Yeah.
All right, well, that's season 1.
What do you-
anything else?
What do you rate it? Totally.
Oh. 8.7. Now listen, the only reason I want to, it's not, the best Game of Thrones season is better than this season.
By far.
Yeah, because I felt like there was a lot of build-up in this season.
Yeah, I mean, and I was actually talking about this with Matt today, and he said, well, he almost stopped watching Game of Thrones after season 1. He was like, I was like, it's iffy. I love season 1.
Oh, it was beast. Ned
I mean,
Stark, so savage.
I actually think what do you think is better, season 1 of that or season 1 of this?
Season 1 of that.
I still would go season 1 of
Yeah.
that. I would go 8.5.
Okay, so we got an 8.6 rating, which, I mean, it's dope.
It's dope. Yeah, I'm excited for the rest of it.
And, like, I think season 2 might surpass, like, a lot of the Game of Thrones seasons because there's, like, so much buildup that they can't do any more buildup. And, like, war is about to happen.
Oh, you
people.
already know episode 1's going to pop off.
Oh, it's got to. Somebody's
She's
got to
pissed
die.
off.
I heard somebody said, don't get comfortable with any of these characters.
I feel like I can be comfortable with Daemon and Rhaenyra.
Maybe.
I
They're
feel
going to die.
Her sons are definitely gone.
I knew Luke was dead.
So you don't know who reigns when this is over. So you try to basically tell me that Aegon kills Rhaenyra.
I low-key know who reigns.
Is it Aegon?
No, you don't want to know.
Well, I feel like you told me. I think one of the sons, one of the twins she just had is going to be the next one.
Twins.
Okay, well, now I don't think so. If you
Allison had twins?
Rhaenyra did.
Oh, okay. I know. Well, I thought she had a stillborn.
Right before that, she's popping them out, dude.
I know.
Right before that, she went to her dad and she's like, "Guess what we named this kid?"
Do you know that the daughter has
Aegon.
kids, and I'm pretty sure it's Aemon's kids? The Dream Girl?
She has kids with who?
Her brother.
No,
I think so.
they never even mentioned that at all. Where did you
I
come
know,
up
but
with
she
that?
had like 3 kids chilling on the side, and then they're like, "Where's Aemon?" And then they were like, the kids were like, "Father."
Did they?
I think so, something like that.
That
I mean,
doesn't
they're all
make
just
sense.
banging. They're all just incestually banging, and
But
somehow they
go
don't
brother or
have.
sister directly. They go.
Oh yeah,
They go one removed.
the Lannister forgets no debts. That's a
No,
brother.
I'm
and
not
sister.
talking about Game of Thrones. I'm talking about in this show. Like, there's no brother sisters banging. Unless
Yeah, there
that's
is.
true. Who?
Lannisters. Jamie.
That was
Cersei.
Game of Thrones. I'm talking about this show.
Yeah, but you're telling me they're above it?
You're talking about the Targaryens right now.
I don't think the Targaryens are above it, bro. I mean, they've got that blonde hair going since dawn.
I said they always do like uncle, cousin,
Yeah.
aunt,
we
nephew.
We don't know that. And nephew, that's old Khaleesi and Jon Snow.
All right, season 1, 8.6. That's a review.